Hello, this is Ron from London, UK. I have a Honda Stream 2 litre, which is the code S7A, and it's a kind of a long wheelbase 7-seat version of the Honda Civic with a 2 litre engine. And I had a problem with the rear passenger power window, that it was stuck in the up position. So this is just a video note of how I fixed it. First thing to do is get hold of the wiring diagram. Probably very similar to a Civic, but you don't know. Just get hold of the correct thing. On the left is the power sunroof, so we'll just focus away from that. And the one I've marked with an arrow is the one that doesn't work. Now what we have to do is to check the switches and the motor with a continuity tester. And curiously I found that all of them worked. Now one way of checking the motor works is to use the battery from a 12-volt drill as your power supply, rather than having to wire up car batteries and things. Anyway, back to the wiring diagram. Because I'd found all the switches and the motors worked, I then have to get down to all the wires. And as you can see on the left there, the main driver's door switch has got 18 connectors, and the other switches have got 5 connectors, lots of things to check. But to get the wiring correct, you need to identify which wire is which from the 18 pole connector. This is one side of it with all the different coloured wires, and then underneath is the other side of it. So you have to identify which is which goes to which switch. So what I did was to have 5 different classifications. The main driver's door one has got a motor circuit and also a detection circuit, and then the other ones have got just motor switches. So what I did, I made a diagram of the plug, and then identified all the wires coming off them and gave them colour coding according to which particular thing they were. And at that point you can then go back to the circuit diagram. Here's a larger one where I've again put the colours on the different parts of the circuit so we know what's what. Now the one that doesn't work is the one in this green one in the middle, and in order to find out what is the faulty wire, you have to identify which things do work. It's a kind of Occam's razor in reverse. Occam's razor is where you eliminate everything that's false and then what's left is true. This is an inverse of that, where you eliminate everything that's true and what's left is what you're after. So I'd found with the battery that in fact the windscreen motor will work. Sorry, the window motor does work, goes up and down. And in fact, once you've wound the window down, the up switch worked. The only thing that didn't work, operating from the door, was the down switch, but curiously, neither up nor down worked from the driver's one. So I had to identify which does work, so I used that pink coloured pen to identify the circuit that does work, which is the raising the window from the passenger door. Having done that, the only wire that isn't coloured is this one. And lo and behold, a continuity check on that wire, brown and white, found that that was broken somewhere between the driver's door and the rear passenger door. So underneath the dashboard, pull the plugs out and find out where the continuity is broken, and it appeared to be somewhere in the region of the rear door. So getting an extra piece of wire to bridge from the part of the circuit that did work to the socket on the motor, and now it works. So there you go.